Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Minnesota's offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing up.
Breaks into the open. He's in the plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking up to 47. The Golden Gophers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He'll pull it down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to scramble. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he'll bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Clemson Tigers offense will take the field for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Davis will throw. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending it.
Caught in the backfield. It's Watts. At the 35, he's loose. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Clemson jumps to the line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Watts. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3. Oh, he's got some space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets it to him on the screen. And 45 on its way. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. And the Golden Gophers will try to pick it up on 4th down. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st down from the 28. Tight end now in motion. Give to the single back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll try it again. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Bean. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Clemson is quick to the line. Davis looking to pass. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Pulls it in. It's Watts. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Defender got caught, little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's a draw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll go to the ground. Creates a little space. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Unloads quickly. Thrust through behind his pad. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Davis will throw. Floats it out in space. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Touchdown, Clemson! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Minnesota has it back in the Gopher offense. There he goes! Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The RPO, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. He might want another play. Going to swing it on second down. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it and gets the first down. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. Clemson jumps to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. So third and short from inside the 20. You confirm here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Davis looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Avery. Turning it on. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Watts. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Got the first down himself. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Catch in the middle. It's Bean. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man on the right. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Golden Gophers will snap it on first and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got some room after the goal line. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Quarterback may change this route. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Golden Gopher! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds in the first half. Davis will throw. Going deep. Makes a grab down the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Watts. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll get rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Watts. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Field goal is good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds to not allow them to answer. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Made the play on the hook, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to center for letting the offense pay it off to the 26. Might be changing the route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Touchdown, Minnesota! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game, too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Snags a quick pass on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away.
Picked off. They turn over in their own end. Touchdown, Golden Gopher. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. Jumped on top of the pile.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
The Tigers come to the line on third. Hoping to keep the drive alive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Avery. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go. third down?
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Davis looking to pass. Quickly complete. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Gets away from one. He smashes his way through again. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, the sweet shoot gets him free. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Golden Gophers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well give it to him again. Fights off the defender. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Complete. Oh, what a cut! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gone out of trouble and throws. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Golden Gophers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Trying to power it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with a running game on 3rd down? He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. The give. Touchdown, Minnesota! And the punishment has been extended.
And man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality. And they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the change after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge Huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Davis will throw. Under fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
And the Golden Gophers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. As they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gopher. Fired in from the red zone for the score. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Davis looking to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football.
Looking for more room. And good blocking in space out there to give them enough room to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Back to pass on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0.